This territory is covered by the treaties of peace and friendship, first signed with the British Crown in 1726. The treaties did not deal with surrender of lands and resources, but in fact recognize an ongoing relationship between nations. We are all treaty people. And now, your lineups for today's game. First, starting with the visiting team, please welcome the Halifax Hornets. Starting lineup, number 5, Brianna Reardon. Number 8, Blaine Collins. Number 11, Amanda Piercy. Number 13, Caitlin Power. And number 24, Samantha Manieri. Coaches for the Hornets, Sophia Whitmire, Janice King, and Tanya McKay.
if you are able, and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome to Miramichi Valley High School, Miramichi, New Brunswick, for this Maritime Women's Basketball Association matchup between the visiting Halifax Hornets and the hometown Miramichi Her-icanes. Thank you so much for joining us here. Getting ready for tip-off this afternoon. Her-icanes come into this game winners of 6 straight, 6-1 on the season, looking to make it 7 in their final home game of the regular season. And we're just about to tip off. Here we go. And Halifax will control off the tip. A little confusion there. Shot goes up off the other side of the rim. Rebound control by Halifax. They put it out for 3 and they drop it down. Amanda Piercy with the triple to start things out. Early lead here for the Hornets. Lauren Rainford now. She'll bring it up. Dishes it off. This is Lawler. Over to Lawler. That goes up, just bounces around the inside of the rim. Automatically, we get a jump ball. If you listen to the PA, there's Piping Hot Pizza available. The Her-icanes will inbound. Rainford looked for a second like she was going to run on the baseline there, but the ball gets knocked out of her hand. Her-icanes will maintain possession, will inbound with 12 on the shot clock. Rainford with it now again. Over the corner for Lawler. Lawler now. Little drop pass to Abby Miller. Draws the foul and goes to the line early here in this one. 9:14 to go.
Hornets foul number 8, William Collins, her first foul, team's first in the quarter. Shooting 2 for the Her-icanes, number 16, Abby Miller.
So that is in Miller to the line to shoot 2. First one will drop in. Gets her team on the board. Let's see if he can make this a perfect trip to the charity stripe. That one just rims in and out. So 1 out of 2 for Miller on the trip to the line. Back the other way, and the Hornets will draw the foul. It looks like Collins will go to the line for Halifax. So Donahoe draws the foul on that one, sends Collins to the line. That one no good off the outside rim. That one will go though. Collins with a point to foul so far in this one. Donahoe hands off to Rainford. Rainford now. Nice move. Turns, spins. Kicks it to Donahoe. Donahoe gets it back to Rainford and puts it up for 3. That's an air ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. A little confusion there. Halifax is arguing it's their ball, but it'll stay in the hands of the Her-icanes with 9 on the shot clock. As Donahoe will bring it in here. So, to work quickly here. Time down the shot clock. Rainford spins, hands it off to Miller. Miller gets a lane, puts it up, gets knocked away from her though. She'll grab it back. The time will expire. Shot clock violation for the Her-icanes. They can't get a shot off. So turnover. Halifax will move in quickly. Power, speed, spins, turns, puts it up. And Miller, with her first board of the game, no surprise there, comes in leading the league in rebounds, averaging 9.5 a game.
Hornets foul number 11, Amanda Piercy, her first, team's second.
So Piercy will pick up the foul.
Number 7, Devin Lawler.
Send Devin Lawler to the line here. First one will go for Lawler. So 2 team fouls on Halifax already with 8:30 to go here in this first quarter. And that'll go as well. Successful trip to the line for Lawler, who hits us both. Cuts the lead to 1 for Halifax. Quick break, lots of speed here from Halifax. That goes off the glass. They'll control the rebound, get that back up though. And Miller will come down with it. He loses possession. Halifax with it now, and then they lose it. This is Lawler with lots of speed, kicks it out. Back to Donahoe, to Rainford. Rainford looking at the corner, finds Miller though. Miller, all kinds of time and space. But just a quick hand up there, I think, got in her way. A little touch on the ball from Halifax. That'll go up though, and that'll go down. Collins picks up 2. Opens up a 3-point lead here for the Hornets. Rainford now. This is Lawler, dishes it out to Miller. Miller will put it up, put it down for Miller. That's 2 for Miller. He's had some good looks here so far in this game. That shot, this is for 3. Off the rim, doesn't go. Rainford with the rebound. Now it's Reardon with the chance for Halifax. From 3, doesn't drop for Devin Lawler. And the turnover. And this is going to be a foul. It looks like Donahoe will wait for the announcement. It'll send though Yeri to the line.
Her-icanes foul number 5, Katie Donahoe. Her second, team second of the quarter. Checking into the game for the Her-icanes, number 14, Bailey Black.
Bailey Black comes into the game for the Her-icanes. Yeri to the line though. Picks up the 1 on the play. Rainford faked the shot. Power bought in, but couldn't get it to drop. Back the other way. Fast pace to this game. That shot will go up. That was the 3-point attempt there. Doesn't go though for Collins. Miller now with it. Up to Devin Lawler. Over to Sidney. Sidney puts it up and puts it down. Sidney Lawler with the layup and the bucket. Tied game 7-7, 6:29 on the clock. The pace in this game is incredible. Out the other way, and there'll be a fight for it. Halifax controls the rebound. There's a shot clock at 14, now down to 9. They need a shot. 4 on the shot clock. They put it up. It doesn't hit the rim though. Time run out. It doesn't matter. Turned over. And Rainford with it. Rainford now to the corner. This is Lawler. Lawler gets a double. It's Donahoe. Back to Rainford. This is up. This is 3. Devin Lawler with the triple for the Her-icanes. They take their first lead of the game, going up 10-7 here on Halifax in this fast-paced first quarter. Both teams with speed and trying to use it to their advantage. Oh, that does not fall for Halifax. Rebound controlled down there by Lawler. Devin with it. Little spin. He's being watched there by Collins. Loses the ball, and we'll get a jump ball. Or do we get a, or is it going to be a foul? And we're going to go foul here.
Her-icanes foul, number 69, Miller.
So Miller picks up her first, the team's 3rd of the quarter. I'd be careful here. Don't want to end up with a bonus. So we'll get a few different changes here for the Hornets. Aiden Rainford checking in for the Her-icanes. Here come the Hornets now. Nice screen set up there by Power, but can't take anything up. She'll get it back now, puts it up, puts it down. Or excuse me, Parent. Jasmine Parent with the screen in the basket. We'll get another battle for it down there. Lauren Rainford comes up with it. It's a back turnover. Here come the Her-icanes again. Spin, beautiful move by Sidney Lawler, but cannot get it in. And another turnover here. The Hornets will go to work. This is for 3 off the outside of the rim. Aiden Rainford finds her sister after the rebound. And all kinds of white shirts. Bump it into Lauren Rainford. She'll go to the line for 2. Draws the foul. They've kept her off the board so far in this one. So Parent
checking into the game for the Her-icanes, number 11, Bailey Henderson.
Picks up the foul. First one will fall for Rainford. Her first point of the game. And that'll go as well. Successful trip to the line for Rainford. Extends that lead to 12-9 with 4:10 on the clock. We see this defense from the Her-icanes. They put a lot of pressure in the backcourt, but they'll draw the foul in this case.
Her-icanes foul, number 11, Bailey Henderson, her first foul.
So Henderson picks up the foul on the floor, inbounded by the Hornets. And they get a backcourt violation. Forward and back for the Hornets, so they draw the violation. They get the turnover for the Her-icanes. And Bailey Black inbounds it. Her-icanes now looking to extend this lead here. 5 on the shot clock. Shot goes up off the rim. Shot clock resets to 14. Rainford finds Lawler. Lawler will go for 3. Again, that doesn't go. Rebound. And we'll fight for it. Then we'll get a jump ball under the basket. But it'll go the other way. It'll be Hornets ball. As Reardon and Collins will check in for Halifax, as well as Caitlin Power. A late check in here. 3:42 to go. Quick turnover though. Rainford finds her sister, hands it off. Shot is up. Off the rim, doesn't go for Henderson. Hornets now, tough defense down there. Billy Black. Strong defensively. Nice play to find Parent. Strong to the basket. 2 there. 4 on the afternoon for Parent. For Halifax. There's a man in the face to Bailey Henderson. A little smack. Lauren Rainford now with it. Comes in, draws the double team, gets it back, kicks it out. 1 on the shot clock. You get the shot away, and picked up by Henderson. A nice strong play into the basket for the Her-icanes. Initial shot misses, but they reset the clock to 14, and then they're able to get the ball back and get the basket. Parent again. Parent's strong under the basket in the paint there for Halifax so far this afternoon. With 2:25 to go in the quarter. Oh my goodness. Hey, a Superman dive down there for Billy Black. She's laughing about it now. Should go to the line. So Collins picks up her second foul for the Hornets. Both teams sitting with 4 fouls, team fouls so far here in the quarter. And that first one will go for Black. 2 shots at this trip. That one will go as well. 2 points in the afternoon, both from the stripe in that trip, with 4 Henderson. And again, the stifling defense of the Her-icanes. Lauren Rainford down there just all over Reardon, not giving her any space to operate, killing all kinds of time off the shot clock. Now the Hornets have to get to work and rush. That shot will go up, and it'll draw the foul. Looks like it's going to be Godfrey on the foul there, on the shot. We'll wait for the official announcement. Yeah, it's Godfrey. So, 5th team foul. Godfrey's first. So Collins goes to the line. That'll drop. Reardon with 4 on the afternoon. Or excuse me, Collins with 4 on the afternoon so far. Make it 5. 3 from the line. 2 points from the field. So 2:03 here. 16-13. It's a one possession game for the Hurricanes. A tight one so far this afternoon. Nice pass in there to Henderson. Now the shot goes up. Back to Rainford. To the corner. Nice pass there though, but it looked like, I believe that was Henderson, maybe stepped out of bounds on the baseline. So we'll get the turnover here as the Hurricanes look to cut into this lead, or we tie it up, they can hit a 3. This is Reardon. In Hiscock. Whoa! Tough pass there, but Oxner picks it up. 3 in the shot clock. She needs to get it up. They need to get it one. Off the side of the backboard. Manieri was looking for the foul. A little incongruity there. Doesn't come though. It's Hurricanes ball. Looks like it went off the foot of Henderson out of bounds, so we'll get the turnover. Hornets ball. It's 1:02 on the clock. And again, here comes that defense of the Hurricanes. Not going to give you any time or space. Here comes a shot. She gets her own rebound. That was Manieri. Black picks up her first, and now Manieri will go to the line to shoot 1, so could get up with 3 the hard way here. This goes up. There we go. So we got a tie game, 16-16 here. Less than a minute to go in the quarter. Hurricane ball. Rainford, I think she had more time than she thought, and then all of a sudden the double team came. This is a 3-point shot, goes off the rim. Rebound picked up by Aiden Rainford, but loses the ball, stolen by Hiscock. Hornets now go to work. Godfrey, tight defense for the Hurricanes. Hiscock, nice screen there. 7 of the shot clock. This will go up, back out though. Rainford's been strong on the rebound so far this afternoon. Shot goes up at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Fast-paced, quick breaks all around for both teams. Evenly matched here. 16-16 is where we sit at the end of one from Miramichi. The Halifax Hornets in here taking on the Miramichi Her-icanes. Hurricanes come into the game, of course, second in the league.
Also, we're looking for a snack. Head on down to the canteen.
They are 6-1. They sit behind Lake City, but Lake City, as I will say, I said the same thing last week. They played one more game than Miramichi. 8 games played for Lake City. They're 7-1. Miramichi has played 7. They're 6-1, and then Halifax sits in third. The Thunder, that is, with 4-2 record. Hornets come in here 3-5 on the afternoon after playing 8 games. The Hornets doing a pretty good job here with the second best team in the league, keeping them in check. Jumped out to that early lead, and now they've managed to tie it here before the end of the first quarter. So we'll get ready for action. Solid game so far here for Halifax. Collins, 5 points on the afternoon so far. A couple of fouls, though, as well. Manieri with 4 points. 2 from the line, including that three-point play.
T-shirts coming out into the crowd here, so make some noise.
Miller with a couple of rebounds for the Hurricanes, where she sits first in the league in rebounds, averaging 9.5 a game. So as we get some T-shirts into the crowd, always a great fan experience here in Miramichi. They do a great job. They draw great crowds. All kinds of fun stuff, giveaways, great presentation before the game. It's a miserable rainy day here in Miramichi, and folks are inside here to watch some basketball action. Why wouldn't you be? Last home game of the regular season for the Hurricanes. They have 2 more road games next weekend. They'll head down to Halifax to take on the Thunder, and then hit the Fog up in St. John. So, ready for inbound it to Donahoe. Katie Donahoe to Rainford. Rainford now being watched closely. Double team comes, kicks it back out. This is Sydney Lawler. Donahoe, their hand in the lane, knocks the pass a little awry. 7 on the shot clock. Rainford will put it up and put it down. Lauren Rainford, time expiring on the shot clock. Oh, and this one just a little too far out of the reach on the pass. So we get the turnover. That's what they were trying to do. They had player free and clear. Went for the football pass, but didn't quite connect. So Donahoe will go to work for the Hurricanes. Hands it off here to Devin Lawler. Puts it up, puts it down, Devin Lawler. And what an afternoon Devin Lawler's having. 7 points so far for Miramichi. Donahoe will keep a check on Piercy. Shot clock under 8 for Halifax. They need a shot here now. 4. Will be put up. Doesn't go though. Amanda Piercy hits the deck. So 2016 now. The Hurricanes have opened up that lead. Rainford got a little more space than she thought. A double team comes, and she will draw the foul. It doesn't take long for them to close in on her. They don't like to let her get too many chances, but we'll send her to the line. So Power will pick up her team's first foul of the quarter, and her first foul of the game as Rainford goes to the line, hits the first one. Second will drop as well. Another successful trip to the line for Rainford. Lauren Rainford comes in second in points, averaging 18.7 a game for the Hurricanes. That one goes up, nothing doing. And ball goes off the Hornets, so it'll be turned over to the Hurricanes here with 8:22 here in the quarter to go in the second. Katie Donahoe, player coach, giving some instructions to her team. Rainford now, ball in her hand, hands it off to Sydney Lawler. Lawler stops, turns, spins, puts it back out to Rainford. Thought about shooting. Instead comes in, spins, and gets called to the travel. So the turnover on the travel. I think Rainford thought she was going to. Yeah, Rainford's arguing that she got fouled. I agree with her. I 100% agree with her. I think that's a bad call. And then back the other way with the confusion. An opportunity there for Mahara, but does not go. Rainford was not happy with the non-call. The shot goes up, doesn't go. Rebound picked up there by Collins for Halifax. I question that call as well. Usually, look, I'm usually not hard on the refs. They're usually pretty good here. That's maybe the first really bad call, maybe the second one I've seen so far this season. So we'll no one's perfect all the time. Mahara goes down pretty hard at center court. So it'll be Halifax to inbound with 14 on the shot clock. Donahoe will keep an eye on Piercy. They got to work quick here. Not in the shot clock. Piercy again. Puts the pass in. The parent. And the turnover. And the ladies in orange will go the other way. Now this is Devin Lawler. Rainford with it to Miller, but gets it back. Rainford just decides to shoot for three. A little strong on the shot of the back of the board. This pass goes errant though, and picked up by Lawler. Or excuse me, picked up by Rainford out to Lawler. And another turnover. Rainford tries to put this one up, goes off the bottom of the rim, but she will draw the foul this time. And goes to the line. Yeah, this will be a trip to the line for Rainford. So Piercy picks up her second foul of the afternoon, and we'll get a timeout. So timeout called, Halifax. It has been a heck of a game so far. 22-16 is where we are right now, with an even 7 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. 2 team fouls right now on Halifax. None right now in the quarter for the Her-icanes. First timeout taken by either team as well in this game. Reminder, this is the last regular season home game for the Her-icanes. They'll travel down to Halifax on the 7th to take on the Thunder, and then take on the Fog in St. John on the 8th. And by the way, after this quarter is played, the local River Hoops, the youth basketball players, will have a little game in between the second and third quarter. So if you want to keep watching that here on YouTube, it should be a lot of fun. Great minor basketball organization here in Miramichi. A couple of provincial high school titles in the last few years. Other titles as well. Basketball has become huge here in the Miramichi area as Rainford hits her first one. She's been perfect from the line so far here this afternoon, and the second one will go as well. Eight points on the afternoon for Lauren Rainford, who picks it up with a turnover. Puts on the brakes, waits for Donahoe. Donahoe puts it in a Miller all by herself, but the white shirts quickly close in on her. Halifax will take advantage, come back the other way. Piercy with the pass into Parent. Parent kicks it out to Collins, puts it up. Oh, just in and out. Miller grabs the rebound. Now she'll get it back. Long pass into the corner. Shot goes up for three. Doesn't drop for Lawler. 24-16. Parent couldn't handle the pass, but Dobb picks it up. Now Piercy with 7 on the shot clock. Gets it up. That'll reset the shot clock, but it'll go out of bounds. But the ball will stay in the possession of the Hornets as Hiscock and Power check in for the Hornets. So 14 on the shot clock, get a reset. Hornets to inbound with 5:51 here to go in this second quarter. Coach Neil Smith for the Her-icanes barking out some instructions to his team here. Make sure they know what they're doing on this inbound. Shot will be up. Oh, doesn't go for Collins. And get another rebound for Miller. The Her-icanes now look to extend this lead. Take advantage of the stop. Miller with it off the side of the rim. Nice pass from Rainford. It's the targeting computer was off there for Miller. The Parent tries to muscle her way in and draws the foul. It's a nice play by Perrin.
Hurricanes foul, 16, Adam Miller, for the second foul, team's first of the quarter.
So Miller
Game for the Hornets, number 5.
picks up the foul. It's on the floor, though. So possession will stay with the
Hurricanes, number 20,
Hornets.
and number 14, Bailey Black.
The Hornets go to work here. Nice play there by Rainford. Lauren Rainford gets a hand in. Knocks it away, though, but off the Hurricanes. So possession will stay with 10 on the shot clock. Hornets will have to work quickly. Beautiful play there by Lauren Rainford with the steal. The beautiful pass. And Bailey Black just couldn't connect with the layup. Draws the foul, though. They're going to say it's on the floor, though. So they'll inbound. No trip to the line here. So Donahoe. Rainford now. Coverage comes. Aiden sets up the screen. Shot goes off, and we'll get a foul. So Black picks up her second foul of the game for the Hurricanes. On the floor, though. The Hurricanes take a timeout. So 24-16, probably a good time to take a timeout. They've I want to say the word discombobulated here over the last few minutes. A couple of shots that didn't go, a little bit of a mix-up here and there. So good chance to take a quick break, talk some things over, settle things down a little bit here. You see Katie Donahoe in the huddle, of course, player coach, talking things over with her team. And now Coach Neil Smith will come in with the talk. And again, I don't know if there's any strategy here more so than just sort of settling things down a little bit. It's a fast-paced game. Things are getting a little bit away, even though the lead's there. You don't want to surrender that lead 24-16. They've played solid defensively. They've been very good, the Hurricanes, so far. Hornets all right there with them. They played a solid game here so far. Really good road game coming in here. One of the things with the Hurricanes is defensively, they're so good at taking that time and space away, especially if you're trying to come out. And they really take a lot of time off the clock. So the Hornets have been able to counter that with some of their speed. So it's been impressive so far, the way they've been able to match the Hurricanes. Hornets jumped out to that early lead. But once the Hurricanes got it back, they have been what we expect them to be this season. Long lead pass. The football pass picked off by Rainford. I can see what Halifax is trying to do. She's knocked off the ball. Donahoe gets it back now to Lawler. Up to Aiden. Puts it up off the rim. Drops in. The Rainford picks up 2 on the fortunate bounce. They don't ask how, they ask how many. They'll extend that lead 26-16 now. 10-point lead for the Hurricanes. And a turnover, a costly one here for the Hornets. They got to get back to this one. The turnovers are really hurting Halifax this afternoon. I believe they may have been stepped out of bounds. End result is the Hurricanes will get possession. They'll come back the other way. Rainford now. Over to Rainford. Back to Rainford. This is for 3, and it drops in. Lauren Rainford. 3 for Rainford. Things starting to get out of hand here. Halifax has got to start picking up some baskets. Look at this, a triple team up there. That was on Power. We'll get a foul, I do believe.
Hornets foul, 15, Jasmine Parent, first, second, team second.
So Parent picks up the offensive foul. Her second of the game, third of the quarter for the Hornets. 2 fouls in the quarter for the Hurricanes. Aiden Rainford with it now. Over to Lauren. Lauren thought about shooting. Instead holds on to it. Pass goes in. Ooh, nice job there by Henderson to grab it, but we end up getting it turned over anyway. And the Hornets will go back to work here with 3:29 on the clock. Nice little pass into the paint. Mahara spins, and we'll get a jump ball. And Lauren Rainford goes down, and she's wincing a little bit there.
Jump ball, possession of the Hurricanes.
It's a jump ball. Every time we see Lauren go down like that, everybody here collectively holds their breath. A few games ago, she hurt her ankle, had to leave, came back with it wrapped up. No worse for wear, though. This time, a little stinger or something like that, but everybody kind of collectively panics when they see her go down like that. She looks all right, though. Oh, lane opens up, goes in, puts it off the glass. And that is that high basketball IQ she possesses. Just notice the opportunity. And another turnover for the Hornets, becoming a problem for them. Donahoe, Aiden Rainford into the corner there for Black. Black, double team comes, puts it up. Ball's knocked away. We're going to get another jump ball here.
Jump ball, possession of the Hornets.
The Hornets will get possession of with 2:47 to go. 31-16 now in favor of the Hurricanes on this one.
Timeout, Hornets.
The Hornets will take a timeout here with 2:47 to go in the second quarter. 31-16. This game's getting away from Halifax, so probably a good idea to talk things over here. But turnovers are really, really hurting the Hornets right now. They are not only turning the ball over badly, but even when they're getting chances, they're not really getting a chance to get them up like they were earlier in the game. By my count, 12 points so far in this one for Lauren Rainford. Fouls right now in the quarter, 3 for Halifax, 2 for the Hurricanes. Nobody any real foul problems right now. Number of players sitting on 2, Collins, Piercy, Parent over in Halifax. On the Miramichi side of things, Donahoe, Black, and Miller with 2 each. So nobody in any foul trouble here in this one. Despite the fact it's been a pretty physical game. The team's getting ready to come back on the court. Finished off this second quarter of action. By the way, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon on YouTube. From Miramichi Valley High School, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Halifax Hornets in town take on the Miramichi Her-icanes. Hurricanes looking to extend their win streak here to 7 games. And looking more and more like it as we move along here. It's tight early, but it is starting to get away from Halifax. Nice defense from the Hurricanes. This shot will go up. And the rebound was picked up there by Henderson. Goes back the other way, and this one, oh, it bounces out. That looked like it was going to drop. There was an audible oh from the crowd here. So Halifax needs to start taking advantage of some of these stops when they get them, and instead they turn it over. It'll go back the other way. And this is becoming an issue here for Halifax. They got to take advantage when they get these stops, because this high-flying offense of the Hurricanes will punish them every single time. So you need to take advantage. It is indeed the Hurricanes. Henderson with it over to Aiden Rainford. Hands it off to Lauren. Some nice defense there from Halifax. Layup from Rainford doesn't go. Turns it over. Now again, this is a stop. Halifax has got to convert on these. This will go up for 3 off the outside of the rim. Lauren Rainford, beautiful rebound there. Brings it back the other way. Puts the brakes on. To Black, this will go up for 3. That's wide. Doesn't connect. Shot clock still running down. 12 on it right now. As Henderson finds Rainford. Piercy keeping an eye on Rainford there. Kicked it back all by herself. Was Henderson, but air ball, and we'll get a shot clock violation.
Checking into the game for the Hornets, number 10,
Maharaj checks in for the Hornets. So, minute 15 on the clock here. Halifax trying to cut into this 31-16 lead that the Her-icanes have. And the defense right now, that's quite incredible. Black. And for the shot clock, they need to get it up. And Piercy went down hard, grabs her ankle. She's in some pain. Piercy puts that up. Gets the bucket, but pays the price. And some concern there now. I'm going to take the shoe off. Maybe tie it back up again. Not sure what's going on there. But went down hard, grabbed the ankle right away. So we'll get a retie here. A little break. 31-18. Miramichi in front of Halifax. Piercy will get up and test that leg, see if how it is. So Mariah Ward checks into the game for the Her-icanes here, as Black will inbound it. So Rainford will go to work for the Her-icanes. Being watched closely. That goes off the side of the rim. Great defense here from the Her-icanes. Just absolutely no time and space here for the Hornets. And now the shot clock's down to 15. Passes in. Doesn't work. Aiden Rainford with the rebound and then the double team, but finds Lauren, who goes up and draws the foul. So nice work on one end by Aiden Rainford with the rebound, then fights off the double team, gets the pass.
At the line, the Her-icanes, number 1, Lauren Rainford.
So Rainford, first one goes. So perfect from the line so far. 14 fouls now for Halifax. That'll go as well. So far, perfect from the charity stripe for Rainford this afternoon. 14 on the shot clock, or excuse me, on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Halifax, they bobble it. 5. They need a shot. They'll get it. Oh my goodness!
The score at the half, your Miramichi 33.
And that is the end of it. As the second quarter comes to an end, 33 Miramichi, 21 Halifax. We'll be back with the call of the third quarter in just a bit. Stick around though if you're watching on YouTube, of course, because we have the River Hoops coming up. What's that?
Got some nice kicks on today.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it the pink ones today. You know,
Breast cancer day.
always gotta choose which ones I want to wear. Then I've got
Okay, folks, it is halftime, and that means it's time for another edition
Yeah,
of the
another game.
Her-icanes Swiss
Yeah,
Chalet
real
Shooting
good.
Contest.
unbelievable.
Let's give it up for today's shooting contest contestant,
crowd, too.
Danny.
Yeah, nice. Last week was not.
So just for participating, Danny's going to get a
There's a lot going on last week,
from
though.
Her-icanes Swiss Chalet.
Sometimes that's an issue.
You're going to get
Striker
another
Cup was on and all that.
free throw line for your $25 gift card. Let's your odds go, Danny, if you're ready. It's up. Oh! Good effort, Danny. Let's hear it for Danny, everybody. Walking away with a free combo today from Her-icanes Swiss Chalet. Her-icanes Swiss Chalet, sponsor of the halftime Her-icanes Swiss Chalet shooting. Now let's put your hands together for our halftime second act as the River Hoops are going to take the court here and show off their talents here today.
Let's hear you folks. Give it up for the River Hoops. We're off and running here. We're going to go with team point and team guard. Spin move there at the 3-point line. And it's good! Team point with the first basket. Team point with 2 on the lead here. We're going to get a sub here, substitutions. Right, the first shift here, now we're going to 16. Take the court. Down the baseline under the basket here, ladies. Looking over here, ladies, down the baseline with the ball in. Here we go. Four here. Team Darrell for 2.
too.
Oh, number 12 right here.
Yeah. You can leave those there.
Big thank you to the coaches, volunteers, and players for all the work today. Entertaining here with their halftime. Just got word, coach, 50-50. So approaching $250 again. Proceeds from 50-50 today will be donated to the Disney Award Fund. We currently grab the 50-50 in the canteen. Also, folks, please make sure you check your 50-50 tickets. If you happen to have 50-50 tickets with no number, 50-50 tickets with a blank number, please support your canteen.
And welcome back. The second half action about to begin here in Miramichi, New Brunswick. If you're watching from away, we certainly appreciate you. Halifax Hornets in here to take on the hometown Miramichi Her-icanes, who come out of the first half leading 33-21. Lauren Rainford, 15 points in that first half. 8 from the free throw line. Perfect on our trip to the charity stripe. And she'll start things off here for the Her-icanes, who will inbound to start the second half. And here we go. Donahoe now to Rainford. And for stops, finds Lawler, gets it back. Cuts in, puts it up, but can't connect with the basket. Turnover picked up there by Collins. 33-21. Lots of basketball to play. Lots of opportunities here for the Hornets to get back into this one. So the Her-icanes can't take their foot off the gas, and we see there Collins draws the early foul. So Sydney Lawler picking up her first foul of the game on the floor. They'll inbound here, the Her-icanes. Excuse me, the Hornets will. 13 on the shot clock. Double team comes. And we get a travel. And Yuri, very similar to the call that made early, or excuse me, the first half. And Rainford got called for a travel. Lauren didn't care for that one. Looked like a foul. Rainford with it now to Donahoe. Donahoe swings it over to the corner. Nice Lawler. Puts it up, gets it back, tries again. Draws the foul. So Devin Lawler will head to the line.
Hornets foul number 8, Anita Collins, her third foul. Takes first
So Collins picks up her
for the Hurricanes.
third. Lawler with a successful trip to the line before. That one doesn't go though. This one will though, drops in. So here come the Hornets. This gets knocked away, and Donahoe's going to come up with it, and we're going to get a jump ball. She hits the deck hard. The Hornets will get possession on this one. So 9 on the shot clock as they'll inbound here. Sorry, they reset the clock to 14. So there we go. Out of the corner, Donahoe there keeping an eye on Collins. Collins spins, tries to get around Donahoe, bumps into her, spins again. 2 on the shot clock, that'll go up. That should, let's say, reset things. Minieri picks up 2 there. So time running out, they get the shot up, get the rebound, and then the basket for the Hornets. Hurricanes will hold on to it. Shot didn't go there for Sydney Lawler. Now this is Devon. She spins out to Sydney. To Rainford, they got to get a shot away. 1 on the shot clock, got to get it up. And they don't. Will get a shot clock violation, I believe. Unless there was a foul. I think, actually, you know what? I think there was a foul. So there we go. So Power will pick up her second foul of the game, second foul of the quarter for the Hornets, and that'll send Sydney Lawler to the line. First one will go. So 2 shots for Lawler. First one wins, second one goes as well. Extends that lead, 36-23 now. Hurricanes in front. Oh my goodness, and we get that's a foul there. Donahoe did not get her feet set. So Donahoe gets her third. Yeah, just didn't, and she'll check out real quickly, and Bailey Black will come in for her. Just got in the way, didn't set her feet. Still moving, draws a foul. Or takes the foul, I should say. So the Hornets, oh my goodness, a little miscommunication there on the defense, but Minieri couldn't quite get settled into the shot away. It allowed the Hurricanes to close in on her. 7 on the shot clock. Triple team there. Look at the turnover. Hurricane ball. 7:38 to go here. Third quarter action. 36-23. Miramichi in front of Halifax. Miller with it. Rainford spins again. Turns, gets a shot up, but blocked. 4 on the shot clock. They got to work fast. Miller puts it up and gets it. It drops. And that's a 2-pointer for Miller at the buzzer. Nice job getting that shot away. This will go up. It's a little short. It's the outside of the rim. Turned over there. Miller gets it back again. Why not? Hot hand. She runs into the crowd. She'll draw a foul. And they're going to call it on the... So Reardon picks up a foul. They're going to call it on the floor, though, so Hurricanes will inbound with 16 on the shot clock. Miller gets it back now, kicks it out to Lawler. Lawler spins. Oxner all over her, puts it up and puts it down. Evan Lawler with 2. Puts the Hurricane lead up to 40-23 now. This one's getting out of hand. Nice opportunity there for Parrott, but it doesn't fall. Double team now on Devin Lawler, and now Sydney gets it, puts it up. Hurricanes will control on the rebound. 9 on the shot clock. Oh my goodness, a Bailey Black gets the basket, falling down, draws the foul. Will head to the stripe. Looking to do it 3 the old-fashioned way.
Timeout, Hornets.
And timeout called by the Hornets, their first of the half. And a good opportunity there for the Hurricanes to talk this one over, because it's not going their way right now. Coming into this third quarter, they had a chance to cut into this lead, but they were now at 42-23. And the Hornets sitting on 4 fouls with 6:05 to go here in the quarter, so one more will be in the bonus. A great game so far. Lauren Rainford, 15 points the first half. Devin Lawler as well, been solid today. Double digits of points. But defensively, this Hurricane team impresses me every single time. They're just so tenacious. They don't give you any time and space, no room to move around or breathe. And they force you to eat so much time off that shot clock. By the time you do get in to a rhythm where you can looking to make a play, there's just no time left. You got to get a shot off, or you got to get a shot clock violation. So here we go. We're back to it. Black at the line to shoot 1. Basket was good, and then drew the foul.
Shooting 1 for the Hurricanes, number 14, Bailey Black.
So Bailey Black. And that one will go for Black. Successful trip to the line for Black. The Hornets now. And this is a bad pass there. Oxnard with a bad pass picked up by Lauren Rainford. And another bad turnover for the Hornets. Lawler comes in and she'll draw the foul. So Hiscock, I believe. First one. And that'll send Lawler to the line. Sydney Lawler as there's now 5 team fouls. First one doesn't go though, first shot for Lawler. So fouls 5-2 here. Halifax 5, Hurricanes 2. So some foul trouble already here for the Hornets. The second one goes for Lawler. Hornets now. They'll kick it back out. This is for 3 off the rim. Ball's back out. Lauren Rainford with the rebound. She's been solid under her own basket here so far this afternoon. Number of rebounds, in addition to the points she's put up. Although she's been quiet point-wise here in the third quarter. Miller hands it off. That's at the screen. And the shot doesn't connect. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be turnover. 4:59 here left to play in this third quarter from Miramichi Valley High School in Miramichi, New Brunswick. Halifax Hornets in town to take on the Miramichi Hurricanes, who lead 44-23 right now here. In front of a sizable crowd, great crowd. They've done a great job drawing fans out here on these afternoons of these games. Lawler puts it up for 3 off the outside of the rim. Parrott with the rebound. Looks like Miller to reach in from behind. Miller gets her 3rd of the game. And 3rd as well. A little sportsmanship there as Miller and Parrott hug it out. Like to see it. So the Hornets with it now. This is for three. Oh, out and in. Excuse me, in and out. Parent now gets the rebound on the shot by Maharaj. It can't go though. Miller will clean that up. Lauren Rainford with it now. Puts on the brakes. It's it out to Lawler. Lawler spins. This one into the corner. Miller picks it up now. They watched by Parent. Back out to Rainford. 8 on the shot clock for the Her-icanes. In the corner, the shot goes up. Off the rim. Rebound there. Picked up by the Hornets. Now Reardon with it. Hands it off. Maharaj with it. Little pass. Almost goes out of bounds, but they only get to one of the shot clock. They're going to get this up, and this is going to be a shot clock violation for the the Hornets. As Aiden Rainford will check in. Miller with 3 fouls on her will take a seat. Also Bailey Henderson coming in here to relieve Devin Lawler. With some fresh legs on the court for the Her-icanes. 3:23 on the clock. Rainford back to the basket, being watched by Parent. Kicks it out there. Godfrey puts it up and draws the foul. Maharaj with the foul, her first. That sends Godfrey to the line. Ava Godfrey.
Number 8, Melina Collins.
This one drops as well. This one drops, I should say, for Godfrey. 45-23 for the Her-icanes. We'll get a foul call. (45-23). So Black picks up her third for the Her-icanes. So Miller and Black both sitting with 3. Donahoe as well, excuse me. We'll have to be careful moving forward. The Hornets buzzing around here. The double team comes down there on Collins. And Rainford's kept her in check. And they get the turnover. Rainford now brings it out. We'll set things up here for the Her-icanes. Aiden Rainford now with it. Hands it back off to Lauren. Into the corner. And that's knocked away from Black. But off the Hornets, so it'll be Her-icanes ball. 14 on the shot clock. Inbound to Rainford. Rainford now controls. Being washed down there by Hiscock. Tries to blow by her, can't get it. It's Godfrey with Black. 3 points, excuse me, on the shot clock. That was fine. Yeah, that's the buzzer went, but that was in and out. So it was off the rim, so the shot clock should have reset to 14.
Reload of piping hot pizza. Pizza like pizza in the canteen.
So a little issue there with the shot clock. So it'll be Her-icanes ball inbound, 13 on the shot clock. They determined a second had down before the clock had properly reset. So 13 on the shot clock. Rainford with it now. Hiscock on her. Spins, shoots. Oh, it just does not fall. Rebound comes out. That's Black with it. Who cleans it up? Black with 2. Cleans up that one. Messon drops it down 47-23 now. This one is getting away from the Hornets. We'll get a foul. Well, not a lot of fouls the first half, but it's been foul fest here in the third quarter.
Her-icanes foul, number 16, Godfrey. That's her second foul.
So Godfrey
Shooting 2, number 20.
Picks up her second. That puts the Hornets into the bonus. So Hiscock will go to the line. That'll fall. So first one's good for Hiscox. Both teams in the bonus now with 1:55 to play here in the quarter. And the second one doesn't drop. Maharaj now with it, gets it to fall. Nice play there by 10, Maharaj for the Hornets. That's what they need, those second chance opportunities, if they're going to try to claw their way back into this one. That is possible, there's still lots of basketball left. They got to take advantage of stops, get some stops, take advantage of them, convert on those turnovers. That one's a little wide. And then get those second chance opportunities. And there's a shot clock violation there for the Her-icanes. A little confusion afterwards. This is the three-point attempt off the side of the rim. Rebound cleaned up by Reardon. But the turnover, that'll cost the Hornets. Look at a sub for the Hornets as Piercy comes in. So Amanda Piercy into the game for the Hornets with 1:03 to go here in this third quarter. 47-26, Miramichi in front. Piercy immediately gets the job of guarding Horn. All by herself was Godfrey, but a little too strong. Bailey Black, though, with the rebound into Aiden, who puts it up off the rim. We'll get a turnover.
Offensive foul, Hurricanes number 28, Rainford.
She draws the offensive foul. So the Hornets now go to work. That's Reardon, strong to the net. He capitalizes. As time ticks down here in this third quarter, this is Godfrey with it. Reardon tries to swipe it away from her, doesn't work. That pass will go into the Halifax bench. So 10 on the shot clock. Possession will stay with the Her-icanes. So 15.2 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Black with it. Back to Rainford. Double team comes. And we'll draw a foul here, and that'll send Lauren Rainford to the line.
Hornets foul number 10, Maharaj. Her second foul.
Maharaj gets the second foul of the game for her.
Hurricanes number 1, Lauren Rainford.
First one will go for Rainford. And the second one's good as well. She has been money in the bank from the free throw line today. So 4 on the shot clock, on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Shot goes up. Aiden Rainford with the late rebound. And that's it for the third quarter of action here from Miramichi.
Last call for 50-50 tickets.
Score right now, 49 Miramichi, 28 Halifax. We get ready for this fourth quarter. And at the beginning of the first quarter, this looked like it was going to be a closer game than what it's turned out to be. The Hornets jumped out to an early lead. Stayed close, tied at a couple points. But the Her-icanes have taken over here. Second best team in the league, looking to make it 7 games in a row. Comes in 6-1. Final home game of the regular season for the Her-icanes. Of course, Lake City, number 1 team in the league, 7-1, then 6-1 for the Her-icanes. Thunder from Halifax, 4-2. on the year. 4-4 Fredericton Freeze. The Hornets come in this afternoon to 3-5. We ended up dropping down to 3-6 before this one's over. Port City and Moncton drawing up the rear. Both teams 1-7 here so far on the season. So Miramichi has been the pride of New Brunswick so far this season. Second season in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Had a lot of returning players and some new additions that have really helped out here, and they have put the league on notice. Smallest market in the league. Wouldn't know it. Not from the crowds, the organization, the record. So impressive so far, this Miramichi Her-icanes organization as a whole. Hornets will inbound. Piercy with it now. Piercy kicks in the afterburners and puts on the brakes. Oxner now trying to do something. Couldn't find anybody. Finally ends up in the hands of Piercy. With 6 on the shot clock. Slipped a little bit. Turn, spins. Got to get a shot away. Puts the pass up. That'll go. 14 as the shot clock resets and then draws the foul. So Black with her 4th foul and some foul trouble here. Sending Collins to the line. First one will drop. Collins had a good afternoon. That one will go as well. So
Number 7, Devin Lawler.
So Devin Lawler will check in. Black sitting on 4 fouls will have a seat. Henderson gets it back from Rainford. Henderson, little bump, spins, puts it down. Ellie Henderson with a basket. Puts the Her-icanes over the half-century mark here, 51 points. Bounce pass attempt there, but the Hornets doesn't go their way, and this will be out of bounds. Just a little too far out of the way for Henderson, who almost ended up in the front seats there. Almost in the lap of a fan. So the Hornets will get an opportunity here. And this is Lauren Rainford with a steal, or tried to anyway. Piercy brings it back, gets it back though. Aiden Rainford. A jump ball. The Her-icanes will get possession. So turnover for the Hornets, who could ill afford turnovers at this point. With 8:42 to go on this one, them trailing badly in this game. Lauren Rainford thought about shooting, now she will. This is for 2, drops it down. Finds the basket. Everything going right for the Her-icanes right now. Maharash. Excuse me.
Her-icanes foul number 28, Rainford, her 2nd foul of the game, 2nd foul.
Dobgo will draw the foul, excuse me. Rainford picks up the foul. Hornets. Collins falls. We got a turnover. Possession goes to the Her-icanes. All right, 8:14 to go. 53-29 for the Her-icanes. We're sitting on 2 fouls so far in this quarter. 4th quarter action here from Miramichi Valley High School. Aiden Rainford hands it off to Lauren. Lauren looking for somebody to pass it to. Nice job there by Dobb to get into the hand in the lane. That's power for 2. Godfrey, up and down. Godfrey hits from downtown, 3 points. Both teams looking to get some substitutes in here. The next whistle. Piercy with 2. Going to travel. And we'll get our subs in. Manieri and Parsons comes in for the Hornets. Ward and Donahoe come in for the Her-icanes. A loose ball. We'll get a jump ball here.
Jump ball, possession of the Hornets.
Hornets will keep possession of that one. As Donahoe and Manieri hit the deck. (56-33). Miramichi on top. The Hornets now. And a nice pick there. Steele picked off that pass from Aiden Rainford. Beautiful job. And she'll get it back now. Lots of bumping. Yeah, to draw a foul down there. It's I was going to wonder if you it was like the pinball down there bouncing off the bumpers. So Parsons picks up her second foul. First of the quarter for the Hornets, who call a timeout. So here we are right now, 56-33. That's where we are. With I don't know if there's enough magic left in the afternoon here for the Hornets to come back into this one, but certainly should try. I suspect they will. Upcoming games for the Her-icanes. That's our last game of the regular season here. By the way, thank you to everybody who has joined us this season on YouTube to watch the Her-icanes, wherever you're checking in from. And if you're Hornets fans checking in, thank you for guys for jumping in as well to watch. Her-icanes have a couple of games left. They are down in Halifax on the 7th, take on the Thunder. And then travel to St. John on the 8th. They also take on the Port City Fog. We'll see where this Her-icanes team ends up. They will likely be 7-1 after this one, but we're not over yet. 6:44 to go on the clock, so I've seen stranger things happen. A Thunder game, that'll be a good test. 4-2 so far on the season. And Port City struggling, 1-7, so that's one of those games you have to watch out, right? Last game of the season. Team hungry for a win. So we'll get ready to reset here with 6:44 to go in this fourth quarter. From Miramichi Valley High School. Maritime Women's Basketball Association action. Her-icanes will start with possession out of the timeout. This is Donahoe. Picked off. Beautiful. Beautiful by Parsons with the steal, and then back the other way. And Henderson picks it off. Sit out to Donahoe. To Aiden Rainford. Shot goes up off the side of the iron for Henderson. They'll turn it over to the Hornets. It'll be Reardon now being watched by Donahoe. 5-on-5, if you get my drift. Her-icanes now trying to eat away at this massive lead that Miramichi has. This is Parent up against Aiden Rainford, who gets the block. Beautiful play by Rainford. Possession will stay with the Hornets. Only 6 on the shot clock, though, as they inbound it. Shot up, off the glass. Turnover. Aiden Rainford with the rebound. And this is Donahoe. Ryan Ward puts it up, off the rim. Rebound from Henderson. Nice rebound. Donahoe now. Shot clock down to 9. Lawler up, off the rim. Rebound picked up there by Parsons. for the Hornets. Reardon now comes back out. This is up. That is an air ball. We got a couple of substitutions here for the Hurricanes as Miller and Sydney Lawler will come back in. Miller has to be careful, sitting on 4 fouls here as she checks back into the game. But obviously, rely on her defensively. Donahoe hands it off to Lawler. Lawler, the double team comes. Parent now watching her, kicks it out to Ward. Passes out, need the shot. 3 on the shot clock. They got to get a shot up. They do. But the turnover comes anyway to the Hornets. Piercy now puts it in to the paint. I believe this is Parent going to draw the foul and head to the line. Donahoe picks up her 4th, so Donahoe in a bit of foul trouble now as well. So both Miller and Donahoe on the floor, sitting on 4 fouls each. First one will go for Parent. Has a couple of baskets so far in this game. Second one doesn't go though, but Hornets pick up the rebound. They can't convert. It'll be back the other way. 4:46 on the clock. Lawler. Gets it back out to Lawler. Miller to the corner. Shot goes up and it drops. Lawler from 3. With time running out, pressure on. Corner 3. This one's up, and that'll drop as well. Piercy with 2. So back the other way. Piercy picking up his basket. 59-36. That's where we are right now. Miramichi on top of Halifax. Miller. Over to Lawler. Lawler along the baseline, kicks it back out to Donahoe. Donahoe to Ward. Ward puts it up and in. Mariah Ward for 3. Hits it from downtown. Mariah Ward with a triple off the bench. And there we go. That's a 3 as well. For 3 from Reardon there for the Hornets as these teams are trading 3s. Hurricanes with it now. This is Donahoe. Back to Lawler. Lawler puts it up off the side of the rim. Miller. That'll reset the shot clock, but it doesn't matter anyway because we get a turnover and we get a foul. I believe it was a foul. Yeah. It's the first foul of the game for Lawler, but the 4th of the quarter for Miramichi. We'll get some wholesale changes here with time ticking down. 3:13 to go in this one, so trying to get some of the players from the bench, the Halifax bench to play. Chance to play here. This one out of hand is for the Hurricanes. And this goes out of bounds and goes the other way. Possession goes to the Hurricanes. Well, 62-39. This one well in hand for the Hurricanes. Try to close this one out here. Godfrey getting ready to check in for the Hurricanes. This is Ward now with it. Oh, the pass gets picked off there by the Hornets. Maharaj with it. Dishes it off. Attempted by the Hornets. Doesn't go though. There's another pass picked off, and Donahoe goes down hard and appeals, I think, for the foul. I think the referee just saying, you guys just came together, incidental contact. Seems to be the explanation. And she's still arguing the point there that should have been a foul. Referee says just 2 players coming together. Play on. Hornets now with it inbound. They got to move quickly here. Finally get it in. Let's pass in there into the. Let's say the double team comes on Dobb. We'll get a jump ball. And it'll turn it over to the Her-icanes. 2:24 to go. 62-39. The Her-icanes would just like to get out of this one unscathed. Lauren Rainford on the bench. I doubt we'll see her the rest of the afternoon. Miller with it, spins, gives it to Godfrey. Godfrey kicks it out to Donahoe. Miller puts it up off the rim. That'll reset the shot clock. That shot doesn't go. Turnover. Hornets ball. Two for the Hornets. Donahoe with it. Now Lawler. Sydney Lawler to Ward. Back to Lawler. Into Miller. That's picked off. Hornets will come back the other way. They pass, and we'll get a jump ball here. But it'll be Hornets ball, I believe. Possession will stay with the Hornets. That's how it's going to be, yep. So Maharaj will inbound here for the Hornets this afternoon with 1:30 to go. It's Oxner now. Turns, spins, shoots, draws the foul, and will go to the line. First trip to the line this afternoon. Sydney Lawler picks up her second foul of the game, and the team's fifth of the quarter. 5 fouls for the Her-icanes, 1 for the Hornets right now. Although if Katie Donahoe had her way, there'd be 2 for the Hornets. You don't usually win those arguments. That'll go. So 62-42 right now. Donahoe will lead the way out. Oxner gets her hand in there, knocks it away, but it goes off her, so possession will stay with the Her-icanes. Miller. Oh, bounce pass there to Lawler. Lawler, and we get a double dribble. Don't see that very often. That is a call. So we get the turnover. And another turnover there as Donahoe steals it. First in the league in steals, averaging 3 a game. Godfrey, back to Donahoe. Donahoe just decides to shoot. No one around her. Why not? Rebound picked up there by Dobb. So less than a minute to go here in this one. Hornets now, all by herself. That was Maharaj. It's to a little bit of a defensive breakdown late in this one by the Her-icanes. Doesn't really hurt them too much in this one. 62-44 now. The Her-icanes are going to win this one. This is Ward. Ward decides to pass to Donahoe. 5 in the shot clock. Ward gets it back. Gives it to Godfrey. Puts it up. And that's an air ball. Turnover. The Hornets will have one more chance here, I believe. That's off the side. And that'll pretty much do it. Shot clock turned off. They'll just run this one out. And that's it. It'll be over here in a second. 3 seconds on the clock. The Her-icanes are going to win their 7th game in a row. They have not lost since their first game against Lake City. They improved to 7-1 on the season. The Hornets fall to 3-6 on the season. Reminder, this was the last home game for us of the regular season. Her-icanes will be on the road June 7th in Halifax taking on the Thunder, and on the 8th in St. John to take on the Port City Fog. Thank you for joining us this season. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Her-icanes game day manager Brenda Buckley look forward to taking their lead players of the game for today.
our first ever Maritime Women's Basketball Association playoff game. So keep it locked to the Her-icanes socials for the full schedule. And again, there is a deep